I want to welcome everybody today. My name is Eddie McBride. I'm the president and CEO of the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce, and we certainly enjoy the opportunity to be with y'all today. Thank you for joining us for this COVID Wednesday, where we're going to try to practice a little bit of new member orientation and help y'all understand a little bit about the Chamber of Commerce. On behalf of Chair Gabe Vitella and the Board of Directors of the Lubbock Chamber, we certainly enjoy the opportunity to speak with y'all. As the typical few housekeeping rules, if you would, please make sure your mics are muted. And if you have any bandwidth issues at all, please don't hesitate to go ahead and shut down your video till we have an opportunity for everybody to talk with each other. So again, on behalf of both Chair Vitella and the staff, I want to welcome y'all. What I want to start off with first is a chamber video that we started in a branding campaign that we initiated late last year, right before COVID, but it's very pertinent to what we're trying to do. It's called The Chamber Is. So I'm going to ask Rachel McMillan to go ahead and share her screen and to share the video.
It's about him. It's about her. Them. Of every family that calls Lubbock home. And every other person chasing their dream across Lubbock. We do it to help businesses prosper and communities thrive. Passion, tenacity, and teamwork. It requires perseverance, leadership, and innovation. Who are we? We are the catalyst for business growth, convener for leaders and influencers, champion for a stronger community. We are the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce. Because every dream should have a chance to come true.
Thank you very much for sharing that, Rachel. And it gives a good lead in, especially when it comes to what our mission is, as far as strengthen, promote, and serve the business community. So the intent today is to give you a little bit of instruction about that, and we'll have time for questions as well at the end. But in the meanwhile, there's a Chamber Basics booklet in the chat room if you want to have access to that so that you can be able to see what we talk about, what the basic functions of the Chamber of Commerce are. So basically what we try to do when we mean strengthen, promote, and serve our business community is those items that are going to be of best nature to enhancing their opportunity to survive in our community, as well as do business with each other, as well as obviously to give them the opportunity to grow their business. So we're very proud of the 100+ year history of the Chamber of Commerce and what we've been able to accomplish over the years. The staff exists on a day-to-day basis to mainly do three primary things. One is advocacy, where we represent the businesses in our community and specifically our chamber members, as well as we do membership engagement opportunities where we help the networking functions, if you will, to allow them the chances to not only meet each other, to tell them about their business, but also to learn about the other folks' business themselves, as well as our opportunities for programs and projects to help strengthen the business community in Lubbock. I think over the years, we've done a great job of advocating and doing work on behalf of the business community, not only at City Hall, but also in Austin, as well as Washington, D.C. And it's paid dividends, especially during this COVID timeframe, where this cliche, of course, of learning how to pivot your business, we've been able to do a lot of work on trying to provide opportunities for not only businesses to grow, but also to survive during the pandemic. We've put together quite a few PPE opportunities. We've engaged people to not only learn more about what access to federal programs and state programs and citywide programs, but also to engage the public on behalf of the business community and making sure that all three levels of government and the business community itself understand what needs are for our businesses in our area and our region. So we're very proud to have an opportunity to represent our businesses, and that's why we want y'all to have access to information like we're giving y'all today to learn more about the Chamber. To do so, I'm going to first introduce our Executive Vice President, Norma Rich Johnson, who will tell you about her specific divisions and what her responsibilities are for our membership. Norma.
Thank you so much, everyone, and thanks to everybody for being here this morning. We really appreciate you, and we appreciate that you took the time to get to know us just a little bit better today. I'm going to start out by talking about 3 of the program areas and the folks that you need to get to know that are actually helping to implement some of the strategies that our board has set forth in these areas. So I'm going to start out first with business advocacy. And Eddie mentioned how we represent business. We look out for the interests of the business community. We look out for the interests of the Lubbock area economy on any number of issues, whether, as he mentioned, on the local level, the state level, or the federal level. And we've been very active on that. So what we do is we monitor issues, and our board takes positions on issues that affect the bottom line of job creators in Lubbock. And so that includes items like healthcare. It includes things like labor regulations. It includes tax issues. On the local level, one area that we were very active in this last year, just even in the midst of this pandemic, was dealing with a local issue on impact fees, and how impact fees for future development is going to impact all Lubbock business. And so that was something that we were very active on. We partnered with other business associations here in town to advocate on business behalf on that particular very important issue to ensure that it was a fair, business-friendly policy as it could be. And so one person that, if he could wave, Kyle Jacobson is our Director of Government Relations. And he is someone that actually is on the ground working on the business advocacy area. And so there are opportunities for volunteering in those areas. We have a transportation committee that looks at mobility, whether that is roads or aviation or public transportation issues. That's a really interesting committee if you'd like to get involved. We also have an agriculture committee that really focuses on an area that's such an important part of our Lubbock area economy. And then we also have the government relations committee that is sort of the central committee when it comes to all of this public policy that I've been discussing. And you can really both have your voice heard on policy recommendations that go to our board, or you can also learn about other policy areas. And so it's a really neat area to be in. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the community development work that we do. And our Director of Community Development, if she'll wave, is Angela Lambert. Angela oversees our workforce development areas, and you're going to be hearing some exciting things in the coming year in that area related to talent development and talent pipelines. Also our diversity and inclusion initiative, which is something that is encompasses everything across the chamber. We really try hard to incorporate diversity and inclusion in what we do, and we have a big event every spring with relation to diversity and inclusion. Angela also coordinates entrepreneurship programs and entrepreneurship education, which of course everyone on this call today is an entrepreneur. It's something very important to the development of the future of our Lubbock business community. And then she also oversees Leadership Lubbock, which if you've not had a chance to be familiar with that or get familiar with it, I would encourage you to either contact Angela to learn more about it or look on our website. We do have an application period that typically opens in late summer. The class is selected in fall, and then a new class begins every January. And so that's certainly a really important opportunity that you have to learn a little bit more about leadership and a little bit more about Lubbock. Also in our communications area, this is something that's really important when it comes to all of the programs that you're going to be hearing about today, when it comes to learning more about them, learning how they can benefit your business, learning about the latest issues, all flows through our communications and marketing and public relations. And Haley Wells is our Director of Communications and Public Relations. Haley, do you want to wave right quick? There she is. And she's got the really neat background going today. She's in charge of our e-blasts that go out. You may be familiar already with the Monday memo that really is sort of a one-stop shop for all of the information that you're going to need in a particular week. I would encourage you to take that in every Monday morning, look at it and look at schedules, look at information that we provide to you that's important to your business. And then also our social media. We are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And I would encourage you to follow those accounts so that you can also keep up to the minute with the latest information that's available. And then finally, we do have some opportunities to promote your business that are very affordable with a very big reach. And so if you're interested in some of those very affordable opportunities, I would urge you to contact the Chamber about those as well. So Eddie, I don't think I left anything out, but if I did, I'm going to turn it back over to you and maybe we can catch up on them later.
You bet, Norma. Thank you very much, and appreciate that great explanation. It's those particular areas obviously are very important, not only for us to make sure that you understand what we make available to our members, but we also have a very good relationship not only with our elected officials throughout West Texas, but especially the council and the leaders at Texas Tech University. So we do what we can best to carry the ball, if you will, every opportunity we have in those various areas, anywhere from, again, agriculture to transportation, to make sure we cover all the interests of our members that we can. And typically, you know, our membership consists of about 1,700 businesses throughout this region that obviously equates to about 79,000 employees and a couple of $1 billion worth of payroll impact in our economy. So it's very important for us to not only capture the needs of our members, but we do so obviously by bubbling up the information that they need from their businesses, and especially capturing it through our committees as we compile, if you will, all the topics and issues and policy needs to represent y'all. But we also have a great opportunity to make sure that we relay that information directly because of that great relationship we have with not only our city elected officials, but West Texas representatives. So nonetheless, that's very important. But we also have an even as important area that Sherry Nugent, our CFO and COO, is going to tell you about the areas that she oversees and the folks on the staff that she works with. Sherry, if you would, please.
You're muted, Sherry. We can't hear you.
Sorry about that. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your membership. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to get to know us and let us get to know a little bit more about you. I want to start out with our business support area. And that area is the area that kind of encompasses all of our programs and events. And we have several program events throughout the year. If you've been following us over the last year, you know that we've had to postpone quite a few of those. We are getting things reared back up, hopefully for 2021, and starting the scheduling for all of those. They include events like our Business After Hours, our golf tournament, our expo. Norma's already mentioned the Diversity Summit, Uncork. So we've got something that should interest everyone. And these are just opportunities to get out there, to network with people, whether it is networking online or networking in person. It's a way to get your business name out there through sponsorships. We will be coming up with a new way of getting sponsorship opportunities out to everyone, so be watching our communications for that as well. Our annual meeting, which is normally our last event for the year, has been postponed till February. So watch for opportunities for that. We may already be at capacity, just depending on what regulations are at that point in time when we get to have it. So the main thing is, in regards to our events, please watch our social media, watch our Monday memos, just so you are kept in the know of what's going on. Some of the people that make this happen is Amy Marquez and Rachel McMillan. If y'all want to wave at everyone, they're the ones that do all the behind the scenes work and really make the events come off seamless. So we couldn't do it without them. Another area that I kind of oversee is more of the office administration area. The invoicing, who you get your invoices from, that kind of thing. Taylor Gorman helps me out a lot in that area. Taylor, if you want to wave. Me or Taylor can answer most of your questions in regards to your accounts, what you have coming up, what you've done in the past. We can kind of walk you through. If you want to get your name out there in a certain area, say you have a golf store and you want to get your name out to golfers, we can kind of hook you up with areas that would best suit you in that opportunity to help your business. So the bottom line is we're just here to help, all of us. So if you ever need us, please just call us, let us know what it is. And then two more people that really make this happen is our membership team, Teresa Harden and Kathy Potter. You probably all already know them. Talk to them at some point to be able to get here to this meeting. We couldn't do what we do without them. They really stay in touch with our members. They're also out there for you. They can answer questions. They can also help look at your business and see what sponsorship opportunities might best fit your organization. So again, we're all just here to help. So just reach out to us if you need us. Thanks again.
Thank you, Sherry, very much. And I want to also reach out to Kathy Potter and tell her thank you very much on behalf of all the folks that are here today for putting this together. Kathy, thank you very much. And Kathy and Teresa, Kathy specifically, also have a group of volunteers that are extremely important, probably do as much work for the chamber as even my board of directors. Before I said that, I looked through to make sure none of my board members were actually on the call, so I wouldn't get in trouble for saying there's somebody that works more than them. But our ambassadors is a group of over 200 volunteers throughout the chamber business membership that actually do things that when we do get together in person or even virtually, you know, they do a wonderful job of volunteering on behalf of the chamber. And we're really proud to have them participate in our ribbon cuttings and our groundbreakings in any event that needs their particular help. So we're really proud of the ambassadors and what the ambassadors do for us on a daily basis. And again, even during COVID, we could call on them to reach out to our members and help us participate in both all of our virtual events as well. Some of the things that we've learned during COVID that most chambers don't do is one of the things that we haven't mentioned specifically is we've been putting on community prayer gatherings, which is rather interesting for chambers of commerce. There's not too many chambers across the nation that actually get involved in a community prayer event. But every year on the National Day of Prayer for years now, we've been putting on our community prayer luncheon. And one of the things that we know that has helped fortify our reputation and our place in the community is being able to get together for prayer. So we're very proud of that. And the last thing before I want to let everybody introduce themselves is just recently, last Friday, we were contacted by the Texas Department of Emergency Management to ask us on behalf of the governor of the state of Texas to help distribute testing kits for the COVID-19. We will be posting stuff very soon on the information that's applied for this on our website, where we will actually, as the chamber staff, be actually handing out and distributing test kits. It's the Binax Now 300 test kit. It's a rapid test kit where we will actually give those test kits to certified members of your business to actually administer those tests. So one of the things that y'all can do once we finish today is to email us if you're interested to say yes, that you're interested in getting these test kits. That's one of the benefits of being a new member, and this new member orientation today is the fact that y'all hear about the availability of test kits that we'll be distributing here very soon. There's a video that the Texas Department of Emergency Management requires everybody to take so they can become certified to not only receive the test kit from us, but also be able to administer or to give out the test kit for self-testing to members of your staff. So it's an important opportunity for us to be involved in that. It's a pilot project. We haven't started it yet. We don't even have the test kits yet, but we have already had several folks on staff. Kathy Potter is going to be our coordinator, and Taylor Gorman is going to be our assistant coordinator for us to be able to hand out these test kits. So I wanted to make sure that piece of information was made available to y'all so that if you're interested in that you'd be able to take advantage of it. And if there's any questions at the end of today's session, we'll be able to answer any of those questions. So the only other thing I want to mention as far as on behalf of what COVID has done to us, we've tried not to cancel anything. We've tried to only postpone it because obviously some of the events that we put on are very beneficial to not only the businesses we represent, but also to share information. And so we will start, we're trying to plan 2021. We laughed before Thanksgiving, we were saying that we can't see past Thanksgiving. And then after Thanksgiving, we said we really can't see past Christmas. Well, I can tell you right now, we can't see past Texas Independence Day. So that's how difficult it is really to plan out and everything as far as our programs. But nonetheless, we're staying very engaged with providing information of value to you, our members, as far as what programs and projects are available to support your businesses during COVID. So we are working from home. We will be working in the office as necessary to distribute those test kits. But we're trying our best not to be one of the causes of super spreaders throughout the community. You know, as we all know, West Texas, there's a lot of really hot spikes in the various communities. So just remember that we're doing our best to help people understand the need to stay safe and be secure and follow the Lubbock Safe protocols. So having said all that, what I'd like to do is to go across the board and give everybody an opportunity to give a brief description, introduce who you are, and then give us a little bit of information about your business. And what the best way for me to do this is just to go across the panels for folks that are there. So when I call on your name, if you would just unmute yourself and tell us again, introduce yourself and give us a little information about your business. And although I've already talked to him briefly a moment ago, I'd like to start with Brett Gray. Brett, would you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your business?
Sure thing. Good morning, everybody. I'm Brett Gray. Moved to Lubbock. I was born here and went to Tech, but I've been in Dallas for the last 30 years, and recent transplant back to Lubbock, and glad to be here. I have my own public relations and communications consultancy. You're looking at my entire staff. It's just me. I have a portfolio of clients that range from law firms to nonprofits to big healthcare chains. Do a lot of advising on communications and branding, lots of media relations, meaning I try to help my clients get into the newspaper or on TV when they've done something good and keep them out when they haven't. And I think that's kind of a quick recap of what I do, and be happy to chat offline with any of you if you need more information.
Brett, thank you very much. It's nice to have you back in Lubbock and glad that you're a member of the chamber. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I've got the 3 Damon McCalls. I don't know if that's 3 different Damon McCall opportunities, but I'll go with the first one. I guess I ought to show a little bit of deference in letting the folks, the guy that's in the uniform talk first. So please, if Damon McCall would introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, my name is Jody Cyphers. I'm the chief here at Lubbock ISD Police. We're planning, all 3 of us are planning on going to the Leadership Lubbock this next session. So I know I'm excited about going to it. I'm previously from Roswell and went to Leadership Roswell probably, it's been 11, 12 years ago. It was a great experience, got to know a lot of different people and learn a lot about my community that I lived in most of my life. And I've been here the last 9 years and really appreciate the opportunity to learn more about Lubbock and meet meet more people outside of course, law enforcement and education. So I'm looking forward to it.
Jody, thank you very much. Appreciate it and glad you're in Leadership Lubbock. Thank you.
Thank
Okay, the Damon McCall, I think, I can't tell for sure with your video. I think you have a light colored hair. I would say white, but I don't want to be too rude.
Well, you're correct. It is white, and I am the real Damon McCall. So I shared my link with the other two, and I kind of texted him and laughed and said, "There's three of us here, so watch out." I'm an executive principal for Lubbock ISD, which means that I supervise half of the schools in Lubbock ISD, principals and of that. And like Chief said, we are part of Leadership Lubbock, and we are excited with partnering with all of you and seeing how we connect the school to the business community and what we can do to help each of you out and get to know you more. So I've been in Lubbock for since 1995. I moved here from the Dallas area and have just never left. It's home to me. My children, I'm raising them here, and just super excited to get to know each of you.
Damon, thank you very much. We appreciate that and glad you were able to make it today. Randy Cifuentes. I hope if I didn't pronounce that correctly, I'm sorry.
Most people just say Randy, and that's it.
I started to, but I gave it a stab. Randy.
Thank you. So I actually just moved into Lubbock last week. I'm from Edinburgh, a region called Rio Grande Valley, about 9 hours south of here. And I'm involved in a residential real estate business that my family and I had started. So currently it's a family business. We relocated up to Lubbock, and we're just pretty much getting started here. I came here to Texas Tech for grad school in 2014. Yeah, sorry, I had to think about that. In 2014, and so I recognize the area a little bit, but if I'm being honest, last time I was here, I had my face in a book. I didn't really learn much about the area, so I'm happy to be here. Thank you all.
Randy, thank you, and we're glad you stayed here. So thank you very much. And Edinburgh is another one. Edinburgh, Laredo, El Paso, and Amarillo are the other cities. That's actually the chambers of commerce there that are actually handing out the test kits as well. So just thought I'd let you know that your old hometown is doing that as well. The chamber.
Right. I was on the chamber over there as well. So it's good to be on this one now and see how y'all are similar for sure.
Well, glad to have you because we chambers all have the same ideas to make sure we help you business people. So thank you very much, Randy. Aaron AG.
Sorry, this is actually my first Zoom call.
Oh, good for you.
I've avoided it up to this point. My name's Erin Agee, and I am the owner of Senior Link Magazine, which is a quarterly magazine that we distribute in Lubbock and surrounding areas. We also own Amarillo Senior Link Magazine. They're distributed mainly at Market Street and Drug Emporium, and there's actually 200 locations, but we really focus on honoring the seniors in our community and providing a resource to them. I've had it since 2014 and just getting to meet a lot of the seniors and help them stay connected, especially while they're all kind of quarantined in nursing homes right now. We're able to really provide them some reading material and some stuff from what's going on in our community.
Well, Aaron, thank you very much, and I appreciate. We've had an opportunity to meet previously as well when you were covering some veteran stories. So thank you very much for what you're doing, and we appreciate the magazine. Thank you very much. Micah Robnett.
Good morning. My name is Micah Robnett. I actually am a business development representative for the ranch at Dovetree. We are an inpatient substance abuse rehabilitation facility. We also have detox and IOP and sober living experiences as well. And I've actually got my CEO on here as well, so I'll let him give you a little bit more info. But yeah, that's kind of what we're about, and we're excited to be a part of the chamber.
Micah, thank you very much, and we appreciate what you guys do for our communities, and I also appreciate very much your membership in the chamber. So we'll move over to Michael Byers.
Yep. My name is Michael Byers, CEO of Lone Star Wealth Management. So we're wealth management retirement, helping people understand how to retire, how to get to retirement. Been in Lubbock about 26 years, have 7 kids, so we stay busy with sports and all sorts of fun things.
Well, Michael, thank you very much. Glad that you're here. And we all need some management with our wealth. So thank you very much for what you do for your clients and your customers. We appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us today. In the I guess the Damon McCall, the next Damon McCall, got the Christmas tree in the background.
Hi, I'm Amy Stevens, and I have the same position as the real Damon McCall and supervise the other half of the schools in Lubbock ISD. Our title is Executive Principal. We will all be joining Leadership Lubbock and are so excited. And I'm a longtime raised in Littlefield and here in Lubbock. They're here, and we just love it.
Well, thank you very much for being here today, and we're glad that all of y'all are going to be in Leadership Lubbock. We're very proud of that program, and we're trying to get Leadership Lubbock for 2021 planned and on the ground to the best of our ability as possible. So it'll be as a good a quality program as it always is. No matter how we do it, y'all will get a lot out of that program. So thank you for joining us today and thank you for what y'all do for LISD. Philip Sheridan.
Yeah, good morning, Eddie. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, my name's Phil Sheridan. I am the CEO of Ranch at Dovetree. We are a full continuum adult addiction, treatment program. It's really a legacy program in Lubbock, Texas. It's been here for many years. I took this position August 6th, relocated from Boise, Idaho, which has been my home more or less for the last 35 years. I opened a new psychiatric acute care hospital in Boise in 2018. So that was a project that I was involved in, but had an opportunity to take this position. I'm excited to be here. Always participate in chambers when I'm in this role and in this position. I think advocacy for mental health and addiction treatment is important, and it's important to be part of a local community and to do everything we can, I think, to be present and visible to help, offer a voice for the reality that people recover. And that this is something that strikes, many families, but is something that you can absolutely recover from and can resume a normal and quality life. So we're really passionate about that. This is a great program here. I'm really proud to be part of this program. I think it brings something of great value to the community, and I'm excited to be part of the chamber too. My married, three kids, all grown. My wife and I just made the final relocation. She's stayed in Boise. We made the final relocation last week, so we made the 3-day drive from Boise. We're here, have a house, currently being built, and we are, excited to get to know the West Texas community and get to know Lubbock and to get to know the chamber and the members. So thanks for giving me an opportunity to yak.
You bet. Well, Phil, thank you very much. We have a little bit of connection to you in Boise. Teresa Harden, who Sherry introduced just a moment ago, came here just recently as well, July, from Caldwell, where she was at Caldwell. So, and Kyle and I had visited Boise earlier this year. We were actually, on behalf of the chamber with the city of Lubbock and Texas Tech, going to lead an inter-city visit to Boise. So we were working with the Boise Chamber, and we will try to reschedule that next year as soon as COVID goes away and lets us go and visit Boise, so that we can learn from the Boise Chamber. So that's a neat connection to have you, and congratulations on your new position.
Thank you. It's a small world, as it turns out.
It is a small world. That's kind of cool. We got Idaho all over the place. That's good news. So thank you, Phil. Yep. Colby McGinnis.
Yes, so I'm the business development manager for FastPay Payroll here in Lubbock. We're a local business, have been around for over 25 years, locally owned and operated. So we provide workforce management software for businesses, and so we're able to help streamline payroll, time and labor, HR. And I guess what I'd say our passion is not just providing software, but really knowing how a healthy HR department can affect the culture and growth of a business. And so desiring to influence that as much as we can. yeah, we have clients that all the way range from one employee to hundreds of employees, so small to large businesses. And I just started in this role about 3 or 4 months ago, but was in Lubbock for 10 years, went to Tech, and then went to Dallas, back to Dallas for 3, and then just moved back to take this position. So
we're glad to get you guys back from the big city so that y'all can come back to God's country to realize what good life that you actually have. So thank you for coming back, Colby, and nice to have you and FastPay on board. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now it's a pleasure to get to recognize Dane Womble. Dane, it's nice to have you here today.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, Eddie. So I'm the local government division president of Tyler Technologies, and Tyler is a publicly traded company, about 5,500 employees. We've got about 15,000 clients across the U.S. and international. There's only about 250 employees that are in Lubbock. We write software for local governments and K through 12 schools. So basically anything related to essential services from media court, public safety, ERP solutions, utility billing, planning, permitting, student information, student transportation. So like I said, I mean taxes and land and vital recording documents at the county. So basically anything that a city would need for essential services, we have software for. I grew up in Amarillo, but I've been with Tyler for 22 years and been in Lubbock for 22 years. I came here for this job, and we just want to be a good community partner, and we're excited to be a part of the chamber.
Well, thank you, Dane, very much. We appreciate both Tyler Technologies, what you do, not only in Lubbock, but throughout your entire network of cities and municipalities. And it's a great opportunity to have y'all in Lubbock, and especially for that pipeline from Texas Tech and LCU and everybody else. So it's great to have that opportunity. So we wish y'all continued best of luck, and I look forward to getting with you as well, Dane. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Eddie. You bet.
Thank you. Now we have Gracie Finian, if I pronounced that last name correctly.
Oh, I would have did it like that. Yeah, but you're on that.
Well, Gracie, this is Eddie McBride.
Oh my God.
Well, let's give Gracie a chance to come back. Let's go to where am I now? I'm sorry, I've got my screen messed up a little bit. Jordan Sisson, how about you, Jordan?
Hey, good morning. You can hear me okay, Eddie?
Yes, sir, I can, Jordan. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, like you said, my name's Jordan Sisson. There's really 2 reasons I'm excited to join the chamber as a representative for Choice Energy Management. The first one being I'm homegrown. I actually grew up, born and raised in Levelland, Texas. Actually went to Tech, had a couple classes with Haley Wells actually, so Raider Power. And then the second one is, historically, Lubbock has been a regulated market when it comes to electricity and natural gas and any type of energy. But I believe in the next year or 2 that companies in that area will actually have a choice on their supplier for energy. So that's really what we do, is help our customers navigate that landscape when they're picking a supplier, making sure they're getting the best prices, best terms and conditions and things like that.
Well, Jordan, we're glad you're back. Even if you did go to school with Haley, we're glad that you decided to join the chamber anyway. So appreciate that very much. And once LP&L gets into ERCOT, and once that we have public choice, we're excited about the opportunity for not only our businesses, but our residents in Lubbock, Texas to have that choice. So we're glad to have you guys on board, and thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jordan. Coy Curley, did I pronounce that right, Coy?
Yes, I am with the Odessa Chamber of Commerce, and we're just learning some new things from our friends up there in Lubbock.
Yes, ma'am. Coy, thank you very much. Carla told me that, and I'll bring up some more about Odessa in just a moment. Thank you very much. Lee Fortenberry.
Hello, my name is Lee Fortenberry. I'm Marketing Director for Lone Star Wealth Management. I work with Michael Byers, who spoke earlier. Sorry, I don't have a camera, but that's probably a good thing.
We're probably missing a great opportunity, Lee, but thank you very much for joining us. Anything else about what you do to let us know too?
I just make Michael Byers and his partner Mark Groom look good. But aside from that, we're here to help people, like you said, or as Michael mentioned earlier, wealth management, helping with annuities, investment planning strategies, all geared towards helping people plan for retirement so that they have something to retire to instead of retiring from. So.
Well, that's great. Thank you very much. And we're glad that you're able to join us, and you're doing a good job of making Michael look good for sure. Thank you very much.
Glad to be here.
Yes, sir. Tessa McCabe. Tessa. Tessa, if you want to try to unmute yourself and let us meet you, we'll give you that chance. Okay, well, let's go back to Gracie. Gracie, did you have a chance to join us and let us meet you? Well, thank you guys. I'm sure that y'all are hopefully listening in and being able to essentially do what we hope today is learn more about the Lubbock Chamber of Commerce, and we appreciate y'all being here. And I wanted to mention the fact that we have our friends from the Odessa Chamber. And Coy, thank you very much for telling us. But I was going to introduce Lynn and Carla as well as you, Coy. So we want to welcome our friends from Odessa and to show what a great relationship we have with them. Lynn, Carla, Coy, thank y'all very much for joining today. And you make sure you tell my good friend Renee that I said hello as well.
We will. Thank you for having us.
You bet. Thank you very much. And so what, just to give you all a little bit of an example of what today, even virtually, what people can get by joining the Chamber of Commerce and what their businesses can actually do. What today, in this very short period of time that we had a chance to meet together, we had the opportunity for folks not only to tell us about a little bit about themselves, but about their businesses as well. And if you were attending today, what you could have gotten out of this one session is the fact that you could have found somebody to actually come and help you with your public relations and communications in your effort and get your name and your vision out there in front of the public. And then you could make sure that you could get the public education, send your kids to school that not only with a great police department, but with excellent principals that oversee the classes in the schools. So you could have that in that one-stop shopping as well today. You could find somebody to help you buy a house. You could find some residential real estate help to sell your house, as well as even getting published if you're a senior, if you've got white hair like me, to be in the Senior Link magazine where you could be promoted and talk about all the good things that seniors in our community need to know, as well as very good stories about the lives and histories of our community. Then you could also find somebody to, if you needed to pass along folks information about substance abuse counseling, you could have gotten that here today to share with your friends and your coworkers. And also we do a great job at representing folks who do mental health support, behavioral disorders. That's a high priority for our chamber. So it's really great to have that partnership and direct relationship with our members in that respect. And as we've already talked about, we all need wealth management counseling. We all need folks telling us how we need to not only wealth for our private lives, but also for our businesses. And then you can take all that money you got and actually use it in your payroll services help that you can get from a payroll services company just right here today on this one virtual meeting that we had a chance to do. And then on top of that, not only could you tell folks that live in other communities about the K-12 and municipal government software development activities by one of our primary members, one of our larger employers in the city of Lubbock, but you could actually make recommendations to them on getting some help in other communities. And last but not least, one of the exciting things that you have a chance to do is tell folks about the future of power in Lubbock, Texas, and that you could get some help from somebody on this virtual call today. So it just shows the strength of the membership of the Lubbock Chamber, as well as how we share in our relations and our partnerships with our other communities like Odessa. So I think it's a very good showing on what the Chamber of Commerce does on a day-to-day basis. You had a chance to learn a little bit about what the Chamber does, but you also had a chance, obviously, to hear from our members and the networking opportunities as far as what the strength of the Chamber actually is you, our members. So thank y'all very much for joining us today. And before I open this up for questions, I want Rachel to show us another video that we're awfully proud of that I hope y'all will enjoy as well. So let's watch this short video and then we'll open it up for some questions and answers. Thank you, Rachel. That's 4 for 4 today. So congratulations on that. We appreciate very much. And y'all saw that the whole intent of that particular video, the last one, was a collection, if you will, and the collage of some of the things that we've done for the last 9 months. It hasn't been easy for anybody. Some businesses have been impacted significantly, while other businesses obviously have actually thrived during this time. And so what we've tried to do is to mix all the opportunities to make sure that those who are suffering as well as those who are thriving, we want to make sure that we give them more opportunities to succeed and get ahead as well. So it's an honor to have this opportunity to talk to y'all today. And thank y'all very much for joining us. But we have a few minutes left that if there's any questions, please don't hesitate to just unmute yourself and let me know what questions you have about the chamber. So please have at it before we have a chance to finish today.
This is Michael Byers. I do have a question as it relates to the testing supplies and everything.
Yes,
What
sir.
businesses would you be directing those more to than others? There's obviously a lot of us that are essential businesses and banking and things like that. But what would be a business that you would be more inclined to saying, hey, these should be getting those first, like schools, things like that?
It's going to be more oriented, Michael, toward the small businesses. Now, what's the definition of a small business? To us, 85% of our members of the Chamber of Commerce have less than 20 employees. But we also know that there's going to be some businesses that have more employees than that need testing kits just as well. We won't be supporting the public sector. So sorry, my LISD friends, y'all are already part of a pilot project that has this opportunity. But it's going to be for any business, number one, that reaches out to us to say that they need testing kits. And number two, you have to take one of the members of your staff has to go to a video with the Texas Department of Emergency Management. And it's a 30-minute video and they teach you how to do the self-test. So once that person becomes certified, then every single test kit we get will be distributed to those businesses that are certified to be a qualified person to do that test kit. So it's a pilot project. We hope to give out thousands of test kits. Right now, they've only given us a limited amount. They're testing us to see how fast and how well we can get the test kits. If we can get our test kits out to you guys as quickly as we did the mask previously, then I think that they'll know that we're doing a good job of getting out the test kits. So Michael, you'll have a chance. Don't hesitate to email us at info@lubbockbiz.com. Get in the queue, and then send somebody to the video that we'll send you the video link so that you can see it. And then you'll be able to be in the queue to get the test kit. I hope that we have hundreds of folks that obviously that we're able to get the test kits to. That's what our goal is, to try to satisfy as many people that want test kits. Does that make sense?
Yep, absolutely. Thank you.
info@lubbockbiz.com. Taylor will get that email, and her and Kathy will make sure that they get you in the queue. Yes, Kathy.
It's actually, sorry to correct you, but it's actually lubbockbiz.org, not .com.
That's, yeah. You know, all that social media stuff is kind of, LubbockChamber.com is our website. We haven't even put this on our website yet.
Yeah.
So that's how new it is, but lubbockbiz.org. Thank you, Kathy, very much. But you'll also be able to sign up through lubbockchamber.com once that we get that up on our website. And then send somebody to go get tested. Not tested, get certified. Any other questions? Don't hesitate to get a hold of us, and that's info@lubbockbiz.org, or even eddie.mcbride@lubbockbiz.org. Send it either place, and we'll do whatever we can to help whatever issue. And again, thank y'all very much. Number one, for your membership and partnership with the Chamber and the business community and the members that we represent. But more so than anything, let us know what we can do for you and help you in your business. So if there's nothing else, we want to say thank y'all, and it's always nice to give a few minutes back as opposed to take any more minutes out of your day. So thank y'all very much, and don't hesitate to holler at us if you need us. Thank y'all.
Thanks, Eddie, for letting us
Thanks, Eddie.
in. Appreciate it.